record. Oh, there you go. I'm recording now. Sorry. Okay, so a zine is a single piece of paper that's folded in a special way to be able to make it into one booklet. And then what you can do is you can use it for, lots of you will make like lap books and stuff. So you can use it in a similar way that if you were doing a project on elephants, you could stick loads of different facts and things to do with elephants in there. You could draw an elephant in there. You could stick fabric in to make an elephant picture, that kind of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a big zine all together with things that you give me that you have made. And we're going to make a big zine that's all about your home education, all of our home education together. So you might decide that you want to paint a picture that's something from your home education that you really like. So you might really like painting flowers in your garden. So that's what you paint because that's what your home education is to you. Or you might like making comic books. So you might like to make a little comic strip to go into it. So you are going to create one piece of work, and then I am going to take photos of that work to put in a big zine. But I'm also going to show you how to make your own little zines as well at home if you would like to do that. If you would like to make a little zine to give to go into the big one, you can do that as well. That's absolutely fine. And then I can stick some of the little ones in there as well. So let's see if I can get all of this on the screen at the same time. Might need to make it a little bit smaller. Right, okay. So I'm going to just walk you through this first of all, and then I'm going to show you with the piece of paper I've got here because I can't see what I'm doing whilst I'm sharing the screen. So basically you start off with one single A4 sheet. You don't need to worry about doing it at the moment, guys. If you can, if you want, but don't worry about it if you want to wait. So you start off with one single sheet of A4 paper, which you fold in half vertically that way so that it's going to look like that, okay? You then fold it in half again, and then after you've folded it in half those 3 times, you lay it flat, and these pink lines going down will show you where the creases are on your piece of paper, okay? And then after you've done that, I am going to go through this again so that, like, to show you exactly how to do it with a piece of paper. You're going to fold it in half horizontally so that it looks like a tent, look like that. And then after you've done that, you fold it back out again, flat, like this one on the middle right here. And this red line in the middle is the line that you're going to cut down when you have to cut it, okay? And basically by cutting a line in it, if you look at the bottom 3 pictures, it shows you then how to pull it apart and fold it to make a little book, okay? All right, I'm going to stop sharing this, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to unmute everybody so that everybody can ask questions if they want. Oh, you have to unmute yourselves if you want to ask a question, apparently. So, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you with the piece of paper. Here's one I made earlier. So, can everybody see this? Yep. Okay, so your piece of paper, you're going to fold it in half one time. Just done it the wrong way around. You're going to fold it in half, so it's going to look A5 size like that, okay? Anybody that wants to join in now can do it now, but you don't have to do it now. There's going to be a recording and instructions. Well done, Arthur, very good. Okay, after you've folded it in half that way, you're then going to fold it in half. Look, is everybody looking so you can see? One half is going to go back that way, and then the other half is going to go back that way as well. Did everybody get that? So one A4 piece of paper folded in half vertically that way, and then in half back on itself again, okay? So you're going to end up with a quarter of an A4 piece of paper like that. Once you've done that, you're going to open it, and you're going to have 4 creases going down it. Can you all see your creases? Yep. Okay, after you've done that, you're going to fold it in half horizontally that way, crossways, so that it looks like a tent look. Okay, everybody got that? There's lots of frantic folding going on in my videos, it's great. That's it, Saskia, yes. Arthur, not Arthur, Jacob, you disappeared into your background. It's because you've got your white piece of paper. Okay, cool. Rue's got it. Excellent. Well done, Shelley. Okay, right. So when you're like that, you're then going to open it out, and no accidents at all. You're going to get a pair of scissors or a craft knife. Don't do it in the air like me, because it's not safe to do it in the air. You should do it on a table, but I'm just going to show you. So you're going to just poke a hole. I'm not even going to do it through there later. You're going to poke a hole through the middle of your thing, and then you're going to cut up to, can everybody see me? This is very difficult doing this over Zoom, you know. You're going to cut up to the first line that way, and then you're going to turn it around, and you're going to cut up to the next line that way. So if I hold it this way around, it's easier to see. You've cut from the middle here.
Becky.
Yep.
Becky, if you fold your piece of paper in half like that, and then cut.
Excellent. Much better way of doing it. Thank you.
Poking holes.
Can everybody see Kath's piece of paper? So what she's saying is, if you fold it in half that way, she's done it much better than me, you can just cut down to the next line. So you're only going to half of the line, so you're not cutting all the way through, okay? And then when you open it up, you should have a piece of paper with a hole in the middle, like this. Everybody got it? Perfect. Okay, right. So go to this one now, because this is going to show you how to do it. I made easier. I made earlier. Okay, so it's going to look like a bit of a beak in the middle. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to bird's eye view everybody. Okay, so look at it from above, and it's going to look like this. Okay, and what you need to do is you need to get your beak to go flat so it makes a star shape like this. I can't, hang on a minute. Across, there you go. Okay. Oscar, have you got it? You look like you're struggling with your star. Excellent, that's it, yes. There you go, Arthur and Layla have got it. That's it. Okay, and when you've got it like that, you can then, if I turn this over, you'll be able to see, find the front there. Okay, so on the front here, I've got front page and back page, okay? So what you're then able to do is fold them into each other, like so. You'll have to probably push down on the spine a little bit, otherwise it's all going to come apart. And then you'll be able to open it like a little booklet. Did it not work for anybody that was trying to get it to work? Okay, does everyone want to unmute themselves? It's in the bottom left-hand corner.
Nope, I'm unmuted.
You're unmuted, you are. Right, okay. So I'm going to show you all once more so that you've all got it again. So you've got one piece of paper here, got a hole in the middle, you fold it in half that way, then you put it from above, and you push it like this, okay? And then fold it like, she said, and then you fold it like that. Okay, so Annabelle, you need to, that's it. There you go. That's it. And then open the beak out, Annabelle, that's it. There you go. And then push the beak together. Annabelle, push the beak together so that it's flat. So push your two hands together like this, look. That's it. Here you go, look, this is what you look like at the moment. 2 seconds. So yours looks like this at the moment, Annabelle. And then what you need to do is you need to fold the pieces of paper like that. Can you do that?
I did it.
That's it. Have you got it, Oscar? That's it, yeah. Cool, right, everybody's got it. Okay, thank you, Katie. Excellent, Annabelle, that's it. So you've then got a book that looks like this. So what you can then do is, if you want, you can make a little booklet and you can send me the booklet, And then I can try and put some of these booklets into this bigger one. So I'm basically going to make a big version of this with everybody's art or writings or drawings or anything in, okay? So you can do a little front cover on it, you can write a story in it, you can put a picture in it, you can stick things out of magazines and do a collage on it, you can do whatever you want on it, okay? So all that it has to be about is your home education, but it can be whatever you want in there, okay? So does anybody have any questions about making the zine, first of all? Is that okay? Everybody's good with that, yeah? Okay. Does anybody have any questions about what to put in it? Shelley?
Hey,
Yep.
can you hear me?
I can hear you, yep.
Yeah. Does it have to be this size?
No. So you can do it bigger, you can do it smaller. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send the parents a link to doing different types of zines just for like activities for you to do with the kids. For me, for this project, if you could all stick to doing, it doesn't need to be this size, but if you can stick to doing this layout, it's better for me because if you look, when you open it up, I can photocopy your whole zine like that in one page.
I think, yeah.
So there's lots of different cuts and folds that you can do with zines. But for me, for this project, it makes it a lot easier that I can photocopy it and then I can try and like either stitch in or sew in or glue in or staple in some of your zines into the main one. So if I get, I don't know how many people are actually doing it, say there's 20 people doing it. If I get 20 zines come through, just so you all know, I'm going to have to photocopy just some of the pages out of them because I won't be able to stick 20 zines into it because it will be too big. But you're welcome to just do zines and I'll just photocopy certain things out of them if you want, if you'd like to do that. Or you can just do individual things. So the types of things, again, kids, that you could do, okay? So like the really obvious ones are going to be if you want to draw a picture or paint a picture, okay? If you want to write a story, you could write a story about home education or something that you've done whilst you've been being home educated, or if you've only just started, something that you would like to do maybe whilst you're being home educated. You could do a comic strip, you could do a crossword and make a crossword about things that you do whilst you're being home educated. You could do, you could make up a song, there you go, a song, a poem, crossword, comics, paintings, drawings. You could take photographs and stick onto them. You could do collages, I've said that. Running out of ideas, anybody else? I did say that if anybody wanted to make a, like a sculpture out of plasticine or Play-Doh or clay or something like that, you could do that. And you could take a photo of it and then your parent could send me the photo and I could put that into it. So once you've done those things, so today is Monday. So I'm going to give you until next Monday to create whatever you want to create, okay? And then what I will do is I will talk to your parents about how we're going to get whatever you've created to me. So I will either come and pick it up or they can send me photos and we can do it that way. And then it's going to take me a week or two, but then I'm going to put it all into one big zine, which I have nothing to show you. Just imagine a magazine. That's what it's going to look like. So you'll be in a magazine. There you go. And then when it's done in month and a half, something like that, what we're going to do is I'm going to have a little art exhibition at my house outside in the garden if it's nice weather. And you will all be able to come and you'll be able to see photos that I've taken whilst I've been doing my project, which some of you will be in. And I'm going to have these zines and you're all going to get your own magazine of what you've all done so that you'll all be able to keep it. So there'll be one per family, okay? So does it all make sense? Is there any questions? I feel like I've gabbled and garbled at you a lot. So if there's anything confusing, just ask. It's absolutely fine. No? Everybody good? Definitely. Parents, have you got any questions?
Becky, can I just ask again on the size? So is it more important that it is on A4 but not necessarily in the format that you've done it? Or if you want it as a zine like that, then use a bigger piece of paper because we might need a bit more space.
So it's most important that you do the fold that I've done because that means that I can open it. So also the good thing about the fold, because I'm on a camera, this is all going to be back to front. It doesn't, yeah. So it's all back to front, but just, yeah, you can all see where it says front page, back page, and then it's got the page numbers. When you make the zine like this, you actually only see one half of the paper. So what you can do is you could use that, hang on a minute, you could use that to make a booklet, and you could do some writing in it, or poems or comic strip or something. But then what you could do is you could open it up and you could do like painting on the inside of it, that's like hidden inside it, if you wanted to hide something inside your zine. So for me, parents, it's much, much, much easier. So if it's on one single sheet of A4 paper, because that means I can just put it in my scanner here. You can do it on bigger or smaller paper if you want. It just means I'll have to take photographs of it if it's on bigger paper, and then use that, but that's fine. Obviously, if it's on smaller paper, then I can still scan it, and that's not a problem. Okay?
Okay.
So the fold
Yeah.
is most important, but you can do it on any size that you want.
Okay.
So does anybody else have any? That's it, Annabelle, you've got it. Well done. Oh, so you can use any paper that you want. If you do it on card, it will be much more like sturdy, but it'll be a bit harder for you to fold, so you probably have to like crease it a lot more. You can do it on coloured paper if you want to. If I share again, hang on a minute, if I share again that video of what my friend had done.
Becky, we've got to go because we've got a Spanish lesson now.
That's okay, not a problem.
All right.
You shoot off. I have recorded it. I have no idea how to actually share a recording, but I'm sure I'll work it out. So,
Okay.
bye, Arthur.
Bye, Oscar. Bye, Julian.
Okay, if we skip this reason, please, because Ruth's also got a Spanish. I wasn't sure if we were going to make it, but if you're...
Yes, no, go. It's fine. Go. It's okay. I promise. Yes, it's fine. Enjoy Spanish. Okay. So I just want to share this with you again, just really quickly. Does that come up with the video? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So just to share this again really quickly, I'll put the link in this for in the Facebook chat for the parents as well, because you can see she's done stuff where, like, you can't see my arrow, can you? But where she's like stuck lots of different pieces of paper on them. Some of them she's drawn, some she's painted, some are from magazines, wrapping paper. So you're more than welcome to do stuff like that. Like, just go mad with it and create whatever you want, basically. Okay. Right, we've only got a few minutes left on the thing anyway, so we're gonna have to shoot off anyway. So hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully everybody got it and I didn't talk too quickly and not make any sense at all. And parents, we will all chat on the Facebook group about me getting hold of everybody. So today is, let's have a look at the dates. So today is Monday the 22nd of June. So if you could all have them done by Monday the 29th of June, that would be awesome. Guys, listen, it's just supposed to be a really good, fun activity for us to do. Don't worry about like what your writing looks like or how amazing something is. Just have fun doing it, okay? Don't worry about, like, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be, I just really want you to enjoy making something, okay? So don't make it stressful, okay? Cool?
Will we get the original zines back if they make zines for it?
No, definitely. Awesome. Yeah, if you make zines, I'll photocopy them and then I'll send them back to you. Okay?
Perfect.
Then you'll be able to keep them. Because I'll need to do everything as photocopies to go into the big one anyway. Okay?
Yeah.
Anybody else got any questions before we all shoot off? Thought you were putting your hands up, Amelia. Right, okie dokie, I'm going to shoot off and leave you all to it then, and I will speak to all the parents on Facebook. And kids, if any of you got any questions, then just get your parents to ask on Facebook for me, okay? Right, okay. Okie dokie. Right,
Bye. Bye.
bye. That's okay, you're welcome.